Port Townsend was originally founded as a city in the 1850s. There was no real system of saying this is what we're going to do to manage this waste. They started putting in pipes, started at the collection system, but at that point, all of the sewage went out to the bay. No treatment, just piped to the bay.
Not great from an environmental standpoint, but it was achieving a public health objective of getting rid of the sewer so plagues such as bubonic plague, which are sewer related, don't contaminate and make our citizenry ill.
Along the way, they put in the original treatment plant that was what they call primary treatment. They basically took the garbage out of it, then it got chlorinated and sent out to the sound.
Over the years, the Clean Water Act and various regulations have recognized that we were polluting our water bodies, and that started the process of environmental stewardship. So public health and environmental stewardship are the key reason behind a city public sewer system.
That led to the secondary wastewater treatment plants being put in all over the nation.
The last time the city updated the general sewer plan was in the year 1999 and 2000. There was actually two studies done. Over that period of the last 23 years, we largely didn't need to do a lot of upgrades to our sewer plant.
Since 1993, we've been doing a much better job of cleaning up the water that we put back out to the environment.
Port Townsend is one of the best in the state. This is the longest streak in the state. They've done so well for so many years. It needs that continued investment. I really hope you guys continue to support them with that, both in staffing and infrastructure investments. This is what keeps our water clean.
In our wastewater treatment system, we have three components. One is the collection system, the series of pipes that bring the sewage to the pump stations pump it to the treatment plant. We have the wastewater treatment plant that treats the septage, and then we have the composting facility that manages the waste from the wastewater treatment plant.
We have just shy of 80 miles of sewer pipe. The biggest issue we have is roots. Our thirsty trees love the nutrients and water that sewer systems provide, so the roots find a way into the pipes and often damage the pipes. A Vector truck allows us to evacuate and clean the pipes. This tool also has what we call a root cutter that'll go up and spin up the pipe and cut the roots out.
This is a 6-inch, and when you hit roots, it'll stop. We have 4-inch, 6-inch, 8-inch, 12-inch. Pretty handy.
The primary tool for inspecting our pipes is a camera system. We have an old camera system that is currently broken, and the cost to repair that system is effectively driving us the need to get a new camera van and camera equipment.
When they construct a treatment plant, they base that on a 20-year lifespan. Our treatment plant is getting old. The pumps and the motors and blowers and the electronic equipment that runs a treatment plant, that stuff, they all base that on a 20-year lifespan. Well, we're at 30 years plus. There's been significant changes in electronics since the 1980s. Little relays and computer cards collecting information in a central computer, they don't make them anymore. There's a requirement by the state that once you get to 85% of the plant's kind of design capacity in a few different areas, then you're required to start planning an upgrade. In the next few years, we're going to be to that 85%, and at that point, we will have to start planning for an upgrade. What that looks like is, currently we have 2 clarifiers. The law says you have to be able to run your treatment plant at 100% with one of your clarifiers down, because they have to go down once a year for maintenance and to just check them out and make sure that everything down inside of them is okay. So you have to be able to drain them, take all the water out of them. If we get to the point where we are not able to run at 100% with one of them down, we have to build another one. The compost facility is really kind of our unknown shining star in this whole system. We process 3 different waste streams: the biosolids from the wastewater treatment plant, the septage that gets pumped, and the yard waste that gets collected out there. We are able to combine those three things together to make the Class A compost that we've been making out there for over 30 years now. It's just been a wonderful product to be put back into our community. The compost is hard on equipment, more corrosive to metal than it is concrete, actually. We've got another loader out there that's going to need to be replaced soon. We'll need another mixer before long. We've got some areas that need some asphalt repair out there. There will be some capital improvements and costs that will have to go into building some more barns and more blowers and more equipment, possibly more people, to be able to continue to operate and maintain that facility the way that it needs to.
Currently, we're developing a general sewer plan and looking at what does the next 5 years look like for capital improvements? What does the next 6 to 10 following years look like, all the way up to 20 years and beyond? And right off the bat, we are looking at an investment level of $20 million in the next 5 years. Beyond the next 5 years, there are major improvements that need to be done, like rebuilding the plant and actually adding to its capacity. That will happen in the 15 to 20 year range. Our sewer system is a business unit of the city, which means that it has to be self-sustaining. We call this an enterprise fund. It costs a considerable amount of money to operate the plant, whether anybody actually uses water or not. That's why our rates consist of a base fee. If you use water or sewer in excess of the base fee, you pay a little bit extra. When you combine all those together, it's a significant charge on a monthly basis. When a community is paying excessive amounts, it opens the door to grants and low interest loans. We recently received a low interest loan for the pipe replacement on Water Street. We'll continue to use those tools that we can to find money to help offset the impacts. A city that is more dense has less amount of infrastructure per rate household. A primary topic for the 2025 Comprehensive Plan update is how to invest to get the outcomes that we want for our community. So if we're looking for more affordable and attainable housing and higher density, then we will want to look at making sure that sewer is adequately sized and invested in to accommodate that.
The decisions we make today impact future generations and future policies of the city. Sewer is one of the most critical public infrastructure investments the city makes. It shapes our city for the future. Decisions associated with sewer investments have impact on housing density and how we comply with the Growth Management Act. The city will be spending the next couple years diving into our comprehensive plan. Sewer is one critical element to that plan. We invite you to participate in this process. To learn more, visit the city's website and the Engage PT resources.